White people, are y'all scared to go in black spaces? You know, I know a lot of you, and if you're like, is he talking about me? Probably. Are you scared to go in black spaces? If so, I'm talking about you. Um, I feel like so many white people are scared to go in black spaces for stereotypical reasons, right? Whether subconscious or not, you're probably thinking, am I safe? Are they just gonna jump me? Like I don't know what you're thinking. Like, are they gonna rob me? Like, but I don't really know like what you think's gonna happen. And I think a lot of you think, well, I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb. You will. You're the only white person there. How do you think a black person feels when they walk into a white space? You will stick out like a sore thumb. Of course you will. Well, they look at me baby, they're making sure you're not there to hurt them. See, the difference is you're looking at them through the lens of stereotypes, right? They're looking at you through a lens of self-protection. Because obviously, through history, this country has shown over and over and over again the way it feels about its black citizens. And it's still doing it today. So, baby, when you walk into their space, they're just trying to make sure that they're safe around you because of actual historical reasons, not stereotypes. The magic happens when they realize you're safe. That's when the magic happens. And I promise you it's magic.
But I would like to say what scares us is I think we hear violence.
The young lady said she's afraid of violence. And isn't it sad that we who have been the victims of so much violence, now whites fear violence from us? We do not have a history of killing white people. White people have a history of killing us. See? And what you fear, may I say this, sir? What you fear, and it's a deep guilt thing, that white folks suffer. You are afraid that if we ever come to power, we will do to you and your fathers what you and your people have done to us. And I think you are judging us by the state of your own mind, and that is not necessarily the mind of black people.
I think white people think that other people want to be them. I think they think other people want to be white. They actually think that people are looking at them ordering Charlie Kirk's at Starbucks in a show of solidarity and thinking, God, I wish that was fucking me. They think people want to be like them. Bro, nobody wants to be like white people.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
In every lifetime, if I ever got reincarnated, I would choose to be black. This video is so funny because it is true. Like, white people think that they are the norm, the status quo, and that they are the blueprint for things, and everything outside of the scope of being white is not normal. And I can speak boldly for the majority of black people on earth, that I will say 99.999% of black people. In every lifetime, if I ever got reincarnated, I would choose to be black. With everything that we experience in the world, with everything, all the history we have, all the racism, microaggressions, macroaggressions existing in this world, having to prove yourself, being better than everybody just to get an equal level playing field, I would always choose to be black. I couldn't imagine not having 20 cousins, having fake cousins, being communal, going to church, having growing up in my grandmother's house, having dinner at my grandma's house, having a drunk uncle that has hoop dreams at 50 who used to be a rapper. I couldn't imagine not having all the things that bring me together as a black person with other black people. Seasoned food, rhythm, music, clothes, swag, style, impact. I just could not imagine not being this person. So if you're watching this and you're white and you really think that you are the blueprint because the world has told you so, that's a lie, bro. It's a lie. I would never want to be white. Even, don't get me wrong. There are some people out there that have issues internally, self-hatred, and that's due to our history in this land and the world. But the majority of us would always choose to be melanated in the next lifetime.
Hello, welcome back, my people. Now, the people who were treating other people mercilessly, ruthlessly, and now they are the one who are afraid against the same people that they have been mistreating, that they have been misleading, that they have been fighting against, oppressing. Oh, the world is of so much surprise, because some things happens when whereby you can find yourself asking many questions without getting an answer. But the answer is here today. The answer is here as we come here to speak and sit down and speak and discuss these issues. Automatically, this means that the answer is already here. Now, the white people are coming out today, and they say that they are not safe. They are not safe with the black people.
I think white people are so triggered by black joy because they have zero control over it. And white people are all about control. And anything they don't get to control and manage and dictate freaks them the hell out.
So I don't know what this means, because when they say that they are not safe with the blacks or in the hands of black, because the blacks are not the one running the country of America. The president is not the black man, but he's a yellow man. Donald Trump, the Americans' favorite. So why do they have to fear? Why do they have to be worried? Because no laws or amendments are being implemented by the black people. So the country is being run by the white people, the white Americans. Donald Trump with his regime is the one who is running this country. So they will have not be coming out to speak these issues, because the blacks have just tried to show their patience. They have decided to keep quiet, to continue dealing with their own issues, to continue fighting their own problems. And now this has brought much inconveniences in the country of America, because the white people or the Americans always used to know that the blacks are the people to make chaos, to make crisis, to make a lot of noises of maybe of all that the situation that has been facing them or making them to suffer in the country of America. These people have suffered a lot. We know this. They have suffered, and up to this time, they're still suffering. They're still suffering in the hands of the current regime. They have suffered in the many past regimes, because since the time of slavery, no any white president came out to address the issues of the black. No any other leader came out to address the issues that affect the people of color, because every regime and every president that was coming in, he was just following the system, and the system was put in a manner that it was only set to oppress the black people. It was only set to fight against the black people. That's why you see they have been living a life of don't trusting even themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They live a life of whereby you find someone is just feeling suspicious. Everybody of the color is just feeling like a victim. That's how they were set to live. That is what is in their mind. Their mindset was already set, and that is how they adopted this life. So for the reasons to why the whites today are coming out to speak all this they're saying today, it's because of how they're feeling the blacks. Maybe they're watching them in a different perspective, because they used to know to see them coming out to cry over the situations of the hardship. But again, today, this is the worst time in America where the people are being affected. The people are facing a lot of challenges, a lot of problems. But again, the people who are coming out to cry out are only the people, the white people, while the blacks are just silent.
I want you all to know something. Black people are being silenced right now at a high degree. And I know that we're talking about this a lot right now, especially with Jimmy Kimmel and things like that, but I don't think y'all fully understand the extent of it. I'm myself experiencing it on multiple facets. And not all of them I can talk about. And it's not just me. It's one thing when you have a network TV host. That's silence. It's another thing when you have everyday average people that are silenced. There are things that I've talked about for years that I cannot talk about now without potential repercussions that could put me in a very bad position. That's why when people talk about Kamala with what she has or hasn't said, what she will or will not do, what power she does or does not have, it really irritates me. You cannot look at her or any of us without heavily looking at it through the lens of us being black women.
So this silence is the threat. This silence is the biggest problem. So the question is, why the blacks aren't crying? Why the blacks are not suffering? So there is no much more suffering. Suffering is suffering. And the problem is just a problem. So the people that you expect to see them coming out to cry out or explain their issues, they have been in this life for many years, over decades, over centuries. This is the same life they were born in. They have grew in the same life, and that's the life that they adopted. So that's the life they were taught when they were trained how to live. So you are worried. Now, expect much. This time is not the time of coming out to start to address other people, but the time of taking action, making a decision, which you feel it may be a help or a beneficiary to you, because the time you are busy fighting to know how the people are feeling, how the people are suffering and all this, they are busy fighting on how to make their own life independent. They're busy fighting on how to make the better decisions than how they have been living. It's a time they're making their own decision on how to interact with the other peoples outside the country or any places where they have not used to.
The way the American media made it seem like Africa was just people living in huts everywhere. And quite literally, Africa is gorgeous. Like, when you actually look at places, Africa's fucking gorgeous. Why the fuck did y'all not show that to me growing up? Like, literally growing up, I thought everyone who was in Africa lived in a hut. I didn't know that there were beautiful parts of Africa at all, because that just wasn't being shown.
So, the time is now. And in this life, time is the best teacher and a best punishment. So all that the black people have been passing through, it's because their time have not yet come. Their time have not yet reached. That's why you have seen them passing all through all this. They have tried to beg for freedom. They have tried to beg for iniquity. They have tried to beg for equality and justice, but nobody came out to reply, to admit, or to address all their issues. We remember the blacks were segregated many years ago. And again, today, most of the black Americans today who are still in the country of America, they are demanding segregation. Why? Because this is the kind of life that taught them a lot of things. They lived in a life, in a certain way of life whereby they know that they are on their own. Nobody was there to fight for them. Nobody was there to protect them, not to defend them towards anything. Nakuhitaji mama moja kisiwa cha malawi, nilikupenda nisamehe my baby.
Inasemanga nitanga studio yangu sasa nikaa ndani mwenyewe. Na hiyo ndio kusonga mbele.
Sijui ya mic sasa.
Sijui ya mic. Na hiyo mic ni kusukuma meza ndio inafanya hiyo mic inalegea.
Hii mic si ufix tu venye inaweza katu hapo.
Sasa kwani sijajaribu?
Hapana. Siweke tu ile kitu baki hapo.
Kitu gani?
Ile kitu ya bagi ya kushikilia tu hiyo sting.
Hapana. Sasa kina ikianguka, silikuwa inaanguka. ikianguka alafu iharibike sasa.
Ama useti tu hapa sasa ile kitu ile. Kitu hapa. Niko naongelea nini? So for the white people coming out today and say that they are not safe in the hands of the black or associating with the black, I don't know much what they mean, because as I said earlier, there is no the country of America is not being governed. The black leader is not being governed by the black system. All that is happening in this country is the people who are voted to govern this country, and the people who are leading this nation are the white people. So this has maybe a different meaning that maybe we don't know about it, but the same people that you have been mistreating, you have been oppressing for that long, why today you have to come out and say that you're not safe in their hands, you are not feeling safe when you see them around you? They are the same people you have doing all that things towards their life. They have not changed. It's because I think it's because of their silence. Their silence is what is making other people to feel uncomfortable, to feel worried, and all they are coming to speak out. So this is a lot. This is a deeper conversation maybe that I will request maybe for any person, for anybody who is here to come and give his perspectives, give your ideas, give your views on how you feel, how do you think about the whole situation that is happening today, and how the white people are coming out to address their issues, to condemn the black people over everything that is happening today, because they feel like all the problem today that is affecting this country, the black people are behind all the problem. But again, we all know, I know, and you know this, that the black haven't been the problem the country of America, and the problem that today is facing the country of America, they haven't been the problem. The whites themselves have the problem of their own countries, because today everything that is happening is what they created. All that is happening is what they voted for. So it's because they are not getting what they expected to get from their government. That's why today they are able to come out to speak or address their issues. But if things would have been going as how they expected, nobody would have been coming out to express his way on how he feels about the government and everything. But because things went the other way around, that's why we see a majority coming out to cry, speak a lot of things, making a lot of noises, which at this time we feel, or I think that it has nothing to change or to mean towards the people of the color, because at this time everyone is busy fighting to save himself. Everybody is fighting to overcome the harsh and the hard situation. So it is the time for everyone to carry his or her own cross, because this is not the time of putting blames to other people. This will not bring any conclusion or any solution. Until next time, let's meet on the comment section. Really know what are your views, what do you feel or think about this, all this that is happening today, which are causing some people not to have peace. They are not comfortable. They are worried, confused over the problem that is affecting them today. But don't remember that all that you are seeing is affecting you. This is the same way other people have been passing through. These are the same problem that have been affecting other people. But when they were coming out to complain, to cry out, to ask for help, nobody came out to defend them. Nobody came out to address their issues. All the governments, the regime that was there before, no government was there to fight for the problem that was affecting the people of color. But despite it was just there to support every amendment that was made to make other people to be oppressed or to suffer. So they were made, it's like they were made to suffer. So this is the time for everyone to face the music. Until next time we come and do the same. Let's meet in the comment section. Let's meet on the next episode and really know what is happening and what we have to do as the black community, because this is the race, this is the fight. We have to fight until the last minute. Until next time, be blessed, reaching from, and I appreciate your support.